Well, welcome back to Imagination Fun Time with the Alchemical actors, aka D&D. Welcome back to the realm of Diatora. The party has found themselves in a town called Shimmergate, all for their own reasons. One group seemingly looking for 300 yards of rope, one looking for a local celebrity, and the other striking a bargain with the owner of the local auction house. In a chance meeting in the marketplace, they meet a human woman who is panicking and saying that she's being stalked. Guard, Dearest, tells them that she's been saying this for a while, but her outbursts have been getting worse. Some members of the party see a shadow sneak up behind other members in the group and the woman who is panicking. Apologize. It seems to touch her, and as it does, she becomes incredibly tired and drained looking. And right after that, Pip notices that their gold pouch was stolen, prompting everyone to realize that theirs was also stolen. Concerned, confused, and intrigued, you all offered to escort Inlay back to her home, and that is where we will be picking up. So, you guys are in the middle of walking through the very colorful marketplace. And yes, Inlay, who is walking very slowly, but still, like, she's able to walk by herself, is leading you through towards the outskirts of town.
And we've all noticed our money's missing, right?
Yes, yeah, you did all notice that. That was like the last thing. You guys were like, oh, gold pouches are gone.
Good thing we bought that rope again.
Yeah.
That was lucky.
Pip is walking next to Inlay, if that's okay, just kind of looking up at her, making sure she's comfortable, just kind of like making eye contact here and there, just like nodding, like it's going to be okay, but not actually saying it. She just, we get each other.
Oh, yeah, she's like, she goes to like hold your hand. Do you hold it?
I extend my feather arm and I look at it because I'm confused because I'm trying to think. No, I guess I have hands.
You kind of do, yeah. I would say you do.
I hold her hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just imagine this tiny little
It's like it's a tiny little hand.
She looks like she really appreciates that. Like it makes her feel better.
It warms Pip's heart.
Can I want to like do a little pat on Pip and just kind of smile down at Pip in approval.
It's like a train of us just reassuring one another.
We've only had Pip for 2 hours, but if anything were to happen to him, I would kill everyone in the room and then myself.
Right. So so you guys are out of the marketplace, and there is a like brick wall surrounding the town. It's to help protect the town, and you can see like guardsmen walking on it, but it's not like crazy guarded, and they're not like stopping people from coming in and out of the town. But she leads you out there, past the gates, and into this little bit of like farmland. And yeah, so you can see like farmers out doing things. There's like a farmer stacking hay in the back of his cart, and he kind of looks at the group of you and gives you a nod and stuff. And do you guys just continue walking with her?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. So eventually she leads you, like, I would say it's sort of like a little community. Like, I would say to your left on the, like, kind of dirt road that you're walking on is, like, where all the fields would be. And then to your right, there are, like, houses sporadically placed. It's not that far away, but it's far enough away from the town that it's, like, you can still see the town walls, but you don't, like, hear the hustle and bustle of the town. And so she leads you to the house all the way in the end, kind of sitting alone up on a hill. And if it helps, it's meant to look very reminiscent of the house in Beetlejuice. Like, you know, if you picture that image of that like white Victorian looking house sitting alone on a hill, that's kind of what I was picturing. So yeah, she leads you to that house. And as you guys are walking there, she's moving pretty slowly, and at times you're worried that she might collapse, but she keeps going. And yeah, so she walks up to the front porch and unlocks the door and opens it and welcomes you all inside.
You mentioned before that she said that she found like knives and stuff on her house. Is there any sort of like fresh like things like that, like any clues of somebody who'd recently come in to kind of mess up the exterior?
Roll a perception check.
Good. Perception 15.
You don't see anything, but you do notice that there are like things, like little notches in the door, as if somebody might have stuck forcibly put a knife in it, and the knife would like stick there.
Okay.
So you don't see anything at the moment, but you can kind of tell like that there definitely was something that was stuck to this door multiple times, because there's
Gotcha.
a bunch of tiny little holes.
Okay.
Could I possibly, I don't know if this would work or not, but could I roll some sort of like perception check to see if there's just like a type of negative energy associated with the house, or see if it's like sense anything paranormal? I guess I'm thinking of the shadow.
I would say once you're inside, you can roll an insight check.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, you can do that if you want.
Okay, so
I'd say that you guys enter the house, and it's
Before we go in, I want to do like a quick.
That's
quick
what I was
super
gonna
outside.
do.
Oh, never mind,
alright.
I'd be looking more intently, so investigation if I can.
Okay, all right, hang on just a sec. So we're gonna take a pause for your insight check. We'll wait till you're inside the house, because I feel like the outside you wouldn't necessarily
Okay,
be able
so
to find that kind
that's
of
more
information.
towards what I'm looking for.
Yeah, and what
Okay.
did you guys want to inspect the outside of the house, like the whole, like you want to walk around the outside of the
Yeah.
house?
That's what I'd like to do.
Yes.
Okay. Inlay says to you, she's like, you guys, I really need to go lie down. I just feel so exhausted and terrible right now. But you have free reign of my house. Like, just please don't steal anything. Please don't hurt me.
That's good. If you need anything at all, just please let us know.
Okay, thank you. But yes. And feel free to stay here tonight, because I know you all lost your money, and I'm sorry. And
We
so
appreciate it a lot.
she kind of nods her head at you guys and goes inside the house and closes the door behind her, but doesn't lock it, so you guys can still go inside of it. So who wants to look around the house?
What are you trying to look for?
Just
You said you wanted to do like a hard investigation.
just anything, any clues that somebody's been around there recently, where they might have gone or
Can I-
came from.
Can I go with them?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm gonna go too.
all of you guys are like investigating,
Wait.
walking around the house.
Yeah.
Who is staying with the
Can I
woman?
say with
actually-
Inlay?
I'll stay inside as well.
Oh, you guys want to stay with her?
Well, yeah.
Are you okay? All right then. Hold on a second.
Splitting the party.
We're splitting the party already. No, that's okay. So, Pip, if you want to stay with Inlay, let's do that real quick, and then we
Okay.
can get to the investigation
Okay.
part. So Inlay leads you inside with her. I guess you're still holding her hand, and
Yeah.
she does say to you, she's like, "You can come with me, but I'm just going to bed." So go ahead and roll your insight check real fast.
Okay. I guess I'm thinking that I'll just like make sure she gets like lays down safely in bed, and I can go join the team.
Okay, that works.
Insight is a D20.
Yes.
Oh, 17
Oh,
plus.
shit.
Insight.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Where?
Your wisdom. Oh, your wisdom modifier.
Oh, 18.
Yeah, so you definitely get bad vibes from the house, but you wouldn't say that it's it doesn't necessarily feel paranormal to you. Like, it's not like you walk in and there's just like black cloud over the house, but like
Yeah.
the way that the house looks gives you this feeling of like something's not right here. Like, all of the windows are covered with like cloth or newspaper. Like, it looks like she's very much trying not to make sure nobody can see into the house, and things are kind of dusty, and like there are like some areas look really nice, and then you see like a side room that is like used to be a lounge area that's just filled with boxes of stuff and stuff like that.
Okay.
So-
So a very paranoid woman lives here.
Yeah, that's what you gather from
Okay.
it.
I guess I follow her to wherever she lays down, and I hand her a little trinket from my acorn purse, pat it down next to her,
Aw, yeah.
and then I was like,
So let's say she leads you up the stairs to the second floor, and the second floor there's like a tiny hallway with like 2 bedrooms, or 2 doors that you assume lead to bedrooms, and then there's one big door at the end of the hall, and she leads you down to that big one and opens the door, and there's like a big like master bedroom in there, and so she
Ooh.
goes and she lays down in there, and then so you give her a little, what did you give her?
like a little trinket. It's
Okay.
just like a little tiny little maybe a fancy, like an acorn that I really took a fancy to.
Oh.
Like a tiny acorn inside my giant acorn.
Okay, that's adorable.
I laid that, and then like I picture myself like kind of like hopping away, like how birds hop sometimes. My tiny little legs.
Oh, she like smiles and says thank you. Like she looks like she genuinely really appreciates it, and she sets it on like her bedside table.
Oh yay!
And like it looks kind of like the moment that her head hits the pillow, she's like out. But out, she was tired. Yes. Okay, so while that's all happening, you guys are. Did you go inside the house, Phineas?
I did. I didn't go into a room, but
Okay.
I just went in the house too.
Cool. So when she led you through the house, so let's say that as soon as you walk into the house, to your right is that room that would have been a lounge room that is filled with all these boxes. And if you keep going down the hallway, to your right there would be a kitchen. And then to your left, which is also where the staircase is to get upstairs, there is like a family room. So sort of like another lounge area, but it's like, I don't know, like a living room, but they didn't have TVs and stuff back then. So whatever old people put in their living rooms. And,
Oh my god.
and yeah, so yeah, that's what you see.
Okay.
And so you do that. Now you guys are outside. What are you guys doing?
All right. So should we like stick as a group, or do we want to just like each take a side of the house, meet around the back?
I'm going to. I think we should each take a side. I think we should split up.
I know what I want to do. So since Sumis is like part snake, I want her to crawl on the grass and start smelling, because snakes have good smell. So she's gonna start smelling
Do
the
they?
ground. Yes.
Aklis
They smell with
immediately
their tongue.
says, "I'm going with her."
So she just starts like literally like crawling on the ground, sniffing it.
Okay, so
Are you
so
doing
are
a
you
little?
taking the right side of the house or the left side of the house?
Left.
Left.
Okay. All right. Both.
I was like, is she doing like the little like
Her
snake?
tongue.
Yeah, so her tongue is going out, like smelling the ground.
So you both make. I'm trying to think what you would do. So, Aklis, you make an investigation check.
There are
Maybe-
multiple.
Sumis, make a nature check. She's licking the dirt.
Nature or survival? Nature or survival? Maybe more nature.
Yeah. I would
Well,
say
like
do a nature
trying to
check.
look for like any scents that are like different
Yeah, that
to
would
the
be a
actual
nature.
nature.
That would be a nature check for sure.
18.
So like sensing if there's anybody that was here,
Yeah.
but that wasn't.
Or wait, I'm alive.
So go ahead and roll your
it's
d20.
a 19.
19.
I rolled these.
Those are rolling good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, 19.
And you guys are
16.
exploring the right side of the house.
Well, you know, I actually think that they've got this. So I think I'm gonna go inside the house. I want to know what's in these boxes
Oh, okay.
first of all, and
Sorry.
I'm looking around. I'm like, is it dusty? Do we have footprints? Do we like? Is there any sign of like coming in the house?
Okay. Cool.
Checking the windows. Do they lock? What's going on here?
I will assist Lupa on this as well.
Awesome. So we'll take a pause on that real fast just to answer these dudes.
Yeah.
You don't see anything. I know it sucks. You rolled really well, but there's nothing really. I mean, it's a little bit disheveled, in a sense that like she doesn't take care of her lawn. Like the bushes on the side of the house are kind of overgrown. Like there might have been flowers in them at one point, but like they're dead now and stuff. Like it feels like a gloomy house. So you do get this vibe of like she doesn't seem to really leave the house very often. And you, Sumis, what did you roll? 16?
16.
I wouldn't. I'm not used to people licking the dirt in my D&D games, so
You're welcome.
I'd say
She tastes fear.
Do I smell any unusual like smells? I don't know, like any senses that are unusual. I guess.
any people or creatures
Yeah.
prowling about.
you don't sense anything out of the ordinary. I would
Okay.
say, like you can. you really actually, I would say you don't sense a lot of movement at all, which you might find odd because you'd think like somebody would be out in the yard doing something, but yeah, there's just like not really anything around. And you honestly, it's also kind of weird for you as well because you know or have been told that somebody's been putting stuff out here at our house, but you're not sensing anything.
I have a follow-up. Does it seem like, can I tell if there's anything out of the ordinary as to why everything seems like it, like you said, it doesn't seem like anybody's really been passing through when she has claimed there has been? Is there anything weird to that, or to, I don't know how to word this, but it seems like everything is overly disheveled to the point where I'm kind of suspicious of I know she's a paranoid woman, but it seems like it's been this way for a while. And I feel like there might be something, I don't know, maybe negative or something latched to that. I don't know. I don't know how to describe what I'm thinking.
So are you trying to say, like, are you trying to do, like, an insight check to see if she's, like, lying to you or something?
I don't know if it's lying, but there's something I feel like suspicious about the state of her home. Beyond her being paranoid.
Something.
Yes. It's kind of like I feel like something isn't quite right. There's not everything being told to us.
I would say that you have that thought, but I don't really see anything that you can roll for unless you want to look at something like specifically. And you haven't seen inside the house yet. So if you go inside the house, you might, you know, not to be metagaming, but there are things to...
Well, if I don't see anything out here, I will just go inside the house.
Okay.
So, and where I've been, like, where I'm smelling to see if anybody had been there, like, any leftover DNA, like, I didn't smell, like, not DNA, but, like, any, like, leftover scent from somebody, like, there was nothing, so I guess that was, like, kind of confused me, because I was like, well, if somebody left something here, like, why am I not smelling it?
Do you voice that?
I think so. I think I talked to you, I'll be like, this is weird.
I agree with you that it feels like there's something off about the state of things.
I think we just, like, look at each other.
know.
We're just like,
Yeah.
this is weird.
You know.
What were you doing?
So I'd
Lenny?
be going around, especially if there's like a shed
Okay.
or like something like that, or like a cellar, maybe like an outdoor cellar.
You do not see anything like that. There is no shed, and you don't see like the metal doors like to the tornado basement or whatever. That's what we always called them.
Yeah.
Kids.
Same.
Because that's where my dad would tell us that if a tornado ever happened, you go run to that basement.
It's
Aren't
true.
you're from here though.
I have a
Yes,
tornado
okay.
basement.
My dad lives in a really old house, so
I also have that at our old house.
Yeah.
But am I also kind of just getting that uneasy feeling?
yeah, I would say it just like almost this is like almost how the Haunted Mansion looks in Disney World, where it's like it looks decrepit, but it's also like kind of nice at the same time. Like
Okay.
like it's
a
not like
bougie old house.
Yeah.
it's not like the house has gone to waste, but there's definitely signs of it not being taken care of, kind of thing. That's
It's not quite like Scooby-Doo Haunted Mansion.
no, but it could get there.
I just have
on
like
the way.
Monster House in my head right now. I'm sorry.
It's not quite Monster House scary looking, but yeah. So like
But I
it's
also
like-
have weird vibes. about
I'm just
it.
imagining like a Victorian house that's like white that is like just genuinely creepy because
Just
it's an old
picturing an old
white house.
run-
I
Down
bet it's got a
farmhouse.
really
Yeah.
nice porch.
it is.
yeah.
It's a really big porch.
A nice wraparound.
Yeah, it's a
you can
wraparound.
sit out there all day.
There is a rocking
Sipping
chair
on
out
some
Is that
nice
what Lupa
tea.
does?
Have
She
a
just like
tea and a
sits down.
cigarette.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So inside the house, while these people are out here, Phineas and Lupa, you meet up with each other, and you decide, Lupa, that you want to start looking at these boxes.
Yeah, I think I'm looking inside. Yeah, I want to know what's in the boxes.
All right. Roll an investigation check. Now, also,
On this one.
yes, but now, do you want do you want to do this quietly or not? Do you want her to?
I'm doing this. I'm doing it kind of quietly. I'm not looking in the boxes, but I'm kind of looking in the interior to see if any of the damage that happened to the exterior, like the stab marks or anything like that, had come inside as well. Like any
Gotcha.
traces of that.
And I mean, I think we also, because we're together right now,
Yeah.
so we have a conversation. Like, I think I'm looking for physical things, and maybe Phineas can see if there's any magic about. Is that something you can do?
That's up to you.
I mean, I can do an Arcana check. Would that work?
You tell me what you guys want to do, and I tell you.
I'll start with the boxes. We'll
Yes.
start with that.
Yeah, start with that.
Okay.
And you're helping her?
Yes.
Okay, so Lucy, roll your investigation check twice, and you get to pick the better option.
Okay, there's an 8. And a 2.
Ooh,
Plus 5.
holy shit.
Then add it.
Yeah.
So 8 plus 5 is 13.
All right, so 13. You kind of like are able to make a little walkway into the room, so you can like kind of explore more of the room, even though there's still like a ton of boxes out. You're noticing just like a lot of just normal household things in these boxes. I would say like memories almost being like put in this box,
Like trinkets?
yeah, there's like trinkets, there's pictures, but the one thing that you do notice is in the very back corner of the room, which would be the hardest to get to, but like with your investigation check, you made it through, is a big portrait of Inlay and 2 older people that you assume are her parents.
Okay.
Like they all look like they're related. You can share that information with Phineas if you would like to.
I would like to do that.
Okay, go ahead. Have a conversation, why not?
What'd you find out there? Or in here, rather.
Bunch of junk and an old painting.
Does it look like something's being unpacked or packed in? Is that sort of the vibe?
Or just stored.
That's a good question. I would say stored.
Stored, okay.
Yeah.
So they look like they've kind of been there for a little while.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty dusty in this room.
And it's like multiple generations worth of stuff.
No, I wouldn't say it's that much stuff.
Just her stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little odd, don't you think? There's all this stuff that wasn't put here recently. Like there's a little bit of dust accumulated. This has been here for a little while. It says to me that either they've just moved in and they haven't finished. They moved in a while back at least, and they haven't finished unpacking, which is strange to me. Don't you think?
Or this woman's just so paranoid that she can't clean her house.
Also true. I'm gonna try. So I want to go around as well, kind of see if I can sense any sort of magical presence in the downstairs area, sort of the sitting room.
Okay. Are you using like a spell to detect magic, or are you?
I don't think I have a spell prepared for that.
And that's cool. But you being a magic user, like I'm sure you have a little bit of an eye for it. So I would definitely say roll an Arcana check in the like family room.
Yeah, there's in the room we're in right now. Natural 20.
Holy shit.
So total 21.
And I'm sorry, but you don't sense anything.
Oh. Dang.
But I will let
I think
you know.
there's a theme here.
Yeah. You don't sense anything like magical, but it's pretty barren. Like it doesn't have very many like decorations or anything to it. Like it just feels like it's kind of just furniture.
So it's very like I don't want to say minimalist, like it's not intentional, but there's definitely not much there.
No, I would say minimalist. Like it does
Okay.
feel sort of intentional, but you're not sure why. And it's not like minimalist in the sense that it's fashionable. It's more like
They just haven't put shit there.
It's
Yeah.
almost like
Okay.
nobody lives here.
almost.
Like
Okay.
things have been left behind and somebody is just in the house.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like you're describing to me.
And and you know it may come across as that. However, it does look lived in. I will say, like
Okay.
it definitely like there is dust in certain places, but like the family room doesn't really tend to have a lot of dust in it. And even though it does seem very bare, the hallway to the kitchen doesn't seem very like dusty or anything like that. It just kind of looks like from your natural 20, even though it was an Arcana check, I'll help you out a little bit because it's a natural 20.
Yeah.
You kind of get the sense it feels like they gathered things that they didn't want to look at anymore. And that's kind of what's in.
And a lot of that is family portraits and stuff like that. Okay.
And memories.
Yeah, I'm a little bit.
I feel like something traumatic happened here, and this woman is just dealing with it, and she doesn't know what's going on. Like, I don't know. I feel like something. I don't know.
Are we back in the house yet?
We'll say that you guys just came into the
Yeah.
house. You
What's
two.
shaking, Bacon? What's going
and
on?
you entered too?
Yeah, fuck it.
What's shaking, Bacon?
I kind of want to look. What I said before. I want to. There's just something that's just eating at me that I'm like, something is just not quite adding up here. Whether she's not telling us something or there's just something about this house that's just not quite sitting right with me.
Is the information about the painting shared amongst the whole group?
Do you guys share that with them?
Yes.
I'm even more weirded out.
How,
I
how
think we
old
like
does-
share that.
How old does she
nothing.
look in relation to the painting?
She looks pretty young in the painting. Like, she would be a child, but
Okay.
you recognize it as her. Like, she still has relatively the same face. She's not an old woman. I would say she's probably like 30-something. That's your best guess.
Okay, so not like
Before,
creepy child.
No.
All right.
The picture. Did you guys see like a background in the picture? Did you describe like other than the people in the picture what was in it?
I did not, but I could. It's just like a standard like family portrait. Like, it's something that it seems like nobility would have. Not like crazy royal, but like they have like a nice fireplace in the background.
Nice J.C. Penney family photo.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like it was done in this house.
No, it does. It looks like the fireplace in the room that it has all the stuff like pushed in.
Oh, okay.
did they look
I would
happy
like
in the
to-
picture?
Relatively.
Okay.
Most of the time, those portraits,
Yeah.
people don't really look that happy in them
My
anyway, but
my point still stands though. I want to look around a little bit.
Yeah.
About
Alright.
that.
I specifically
get a
want to
feel.
check out the fireplace.
you're gonna have to move some boxes to get there. So, I mean, you can do that, but do you start moving boxes to get towards the fireplace?
I explain to everybody that I want to check out the fireplace, just since it's in the portrait. If anybody wants to help me, that's
Okay.
cool. If not,
Okay,
Go
I'll
on.
just carefully grab some of the boxes and
Just want to
relocate
get a
them.
vibe.
I just
read.
because I wasn't just a real quick. I was wondering before I leave the bedroom, could Pip do a quick just like I guess insight check maybe just for if anything's sticking out in the bedroom, and after that I'll just go join the party.
Yeah, I would say that could be perception check.
Perception.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead
so
and do that.
D20. Oh well, 8 plus wisdom, so 9.
9.
Yeah.
No, you don't really notice anything out of the ordinary. It just kind of looks like a normal bedroom, and it looks lived in. It's not as clean and not as barren as the rest of the house, but it still doesn't have like a lot of those
All right.
things
Yeah.
that you would have kind of. At least I expected a bedroom. My bedroom has a lot of little knickknacks in it. So
like a messy bedroom of someone who's going through shit. All right. So Pip just kind of shrugs his shoulders, like meh, and like goes and joins the party.
yeah, and she's sleeping. So you go back downstairs and you see Phineas and Lenny moving boxes, and Aklis, you are looking around.
Yeah, I feel like something is off, and I don't know what it is. I need to figure out what it is, whether it's downstairs, upstairs. I gotta look. I gotta figure out what I'm feeling and why. It just doesn't seem... Based on outside, based on the way everything is in the house, in the way she is, I don't know.
I wanted to go check upstairs to see if there
Yeah.
was any other bedrooms with any, like, if it looked like there was any other people living in the house, like if she had children or any other things, like, because that might be important.
Okay. So do you go with
Yeah.
Sumas?
Are we trying to be quiet about this?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Are we trying to be quiet about this?
Well, I'm being quiet just
Hey,
to
it
make sure
seems
she
like
gets
she's
the
out.
rest.
Do you think we get information from Pip that, like, she is, like, very
Okay. Yeah.
asleep?
So Pip walks down. Like, is anyone gonna like ask me anything when you see me?
How is she sleeping?
So Pip just like holds up his hands, like put them together next to his head and go like does a little cute snore, like I can't do a fake snore, but Pip is great at fake snores. And I just nod my head like.
Does she toss and turn or does she sleep soundly?
Pip just kind of goes soundly. I don't know, nods his head. All right, so sound new word. So let me see. I guess, are you guys still standing next to the painting?
We're going upstairs.
Or is so no one standing next to the painting?
I'll
they're
give
new.
you a quick rundown of what we know, that we're just something's kind of fucky. There's a creepy ass paint. And we're trying to look in the fireplace.
Okay. So you guys tell me about the fireplace and you're like, creepy painting?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you three are dealing with the moving the boxes in the fireplace. Are you going upstairs with them too?
I think I'm looking at the still on the downstairs, looking at like the windows and doors and like signs of anybody that has been stalking, someone that's been there.
Okay.
Footprints.
So you two go upstairs and you can. Do you go into the left room or the right room?
Left.
All right, you go into the left room and you see a pretty empty bedroom, but it does look like a child's bedroom. Like it's a tinier bed. There is like a little desk in it, and then there appears to be a chest that looks like it would look like it to be a toy chest. But it doesn't really have any decorations in it anymore, and this room is very dusty.
I was about to say, it doesn't look like anybody's been in here.
Mm-mm.
Does
It's
it
very
kind of
dusty.
seem like it's been closed off for a while, like nobody goes in there?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
So,
And Lupa, roll me an investigation check, please.
17
Noise.
plus
Oh,
5.
yeah. It looks like, so what you see is you see different like I said, like newspapers and cloth and like curtains blocking every window. There's no windows that, at least on the bottom floor, that look outside. And they look as if they've been there for a while. Like they're very sun bleached. And it doesn't look like anybody's like tried messing with them to tear them down or anything. It's just that they're there and they are like everywhere. Like you cannot see outside when you are inside this house. I personally cannot think of any other information to give you. Do you have any like specific questions or anything, or are you good?
We are the first people other than the woman that have been here as far as I can tell
Yes.
for a while. And there's no like scratches on things. Signs that she has tried to destroy anything, perhaps.
No.
Okay.
Definitely not trying to destroy, but there are signs of like,
Just
neglect / like pushing everything into that one room.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if this is like metagaming because I know like Pip's not there, but I guess like out of character. Would you want to check the dates on the newspapers or look through the newspapers, see if there's any event that happened? Or am I like, was that not cool of me to say
No,
that?
I mean, that is metagaming. But
Okay, sorry.
It's, okay. It's all good. It's because, so like if you're not there, technically you can't help. But it's okay. It's not like, we're not going to scold you for
I was like,
it.
I just wasn't like sure if I could like help like, Lucy out, but that makes sense. For now on, I won't do that.
That's a good idea.
So I'll allow it if you want to do that.
All right.
And you rolled really well, so I'll say that is something that you would notice. They are like, oh wow, this is a good question, and I'm trying to think of when.
Here's
they would be.
another question.
Uh-huh.
Is the photos that I see, it's just the woman and her parents?
Yes,
Okay.
just the woman and her parents. The
Nobody else.
newspapers, I would say, are around like a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not like crazy old. It doesn't look like that her entire life she's had these newspapers there, but it seems like that they have been around for a decent amount of time, so about a year.
And it spans the year. They're not clustered around a particular date.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Is there any evidence anywhere else in this house except for this room that a child has lived here?
Any evidence that a child is
Like,
lived
is
here?
there any sort of... This room seems to be the only thing that has, like, child on it.
Yeah.
There's nowhere else.
No.
Can I look anywhere else on the second floor?
Yeah. So, you guys might not know this. You guys wouldn't know this. So which room do you want to check? Do you want to check the room that would have been to your right when you came up the stairs, or do you want to check the room that's at the end of the hallway?
End of the hallway.
Well, are you doing it quietly or no?
I wanted to stay back and look in the chest.
Okay. You do that. You open up the chest, and there are toys in there. Like teddy bears, little wooden toys
They
and
look
stuff.
old.
Yep.
I want to be quiet, but I don't want to approach the room as if I'm sneaking in to, like, be invasive. If anything, I'm coming in to check on her.
Okay, well,
You guys
so...
can't see the shit-eating grin I'm making right now, but I'm checking on her.
So you do open the door, and she's passed out. She is asleep. But as soon as you open the door, there is all the people downstairs, and you can hear this too, but it's a little bit more distance for you. Since the people who are upstairs, it's a little bit more distance for you. But everybody downstairs, there is a knock on the back door of the house.
I
freeze.
immediately put the box down, got my hand on Bulk, and I'm heading towards the back door.
You
Is
see
she
me.
still asleep?
Yeah, she's still
I'm
asleep.
still in the room.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm. How far away are we from the back door?
I'd say you are. It's like you. 15 feet. 15
Okay,
feet. Sorry.
I'm going to wave my hand over my ring. It flashes, and you see a scimitar
Ooh.
appear from the stream of energy. And I'm going to go up to the door. And do I hear anything in particular?
Kind of very lightly peel back the newspaper that would be on like the door window to try to like see if I see somebody outside.
Real quick, is it okay that Pip, after hearing a noise, kind of like hides behind something real quick
Yes.
to like cover myself?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think because I'm like closer to the stairs, I hear probably a little bit more than you do. So I go into where you are to
and I close the door behind you when you come in.
yeah, because I'm like, this is not good. We can't
Okay.
have that like, oh no.
So you guys are hiding upstairs in a room?
With her.
Okay.
So let's pause just for a second so we get a bearing on where everybody is.
Yes.
Sumis and Aklis are now in Lay's bedroom as she is sound asleep, and there is a knock on the back door. Lupa, where are you?
I'm still wherever in the
Yes.
boxes room with the
Yes.
newspapers.
Okay. Do you follow the Phineas and Lenny to the door?
Three's a party. I think I stay where I am.
Okay. Pip, can you roll oh shit, what is it? Stealth. Roll stealth.
Okay.
I was gonna say roll hiding, then I'm like, that's not
Roll
me
Kind of
some
like
hiding.
sight or like actually.
Yeah, exactly.
I lift up a newspaper and I just go,
Put a lampshade
like,
on your
come
head.
on.
Gets in a box.
Oh, natural one.
no!
So you go to duck underneath the coffee table, and your head's under the coffee table, but your legs are sticking out from under the coffee table.
Bless his heart.
So just for reiteration, those two are upstairs in Inlay's bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Lupa is hanging out near the boxes, so she's about 15 feet away from the door. Pip is hiding in the family room, maybe 5 feet away from Lupa, halfway hidden under a table. And so you two are at the door.
Can I go in front of Pip a little bit?
Yes.
To protect Pip from
Yes. So Lupa is now standing guard on Pip. And so I'm sorry.
No, I was just. How does it feel knowing that everyone is literally willing to die for you?
If this game ends, it's because we all die trying.
Lupa stands in front of me, Pip sheds a single tear because of how happy he is.
Oh,
Well, you think you're hidden. You're
Oh
hidden.
shit, you're right. I like the
You'll never
fuck.
find me. Lupa must be a psychic. How could she find me?
How does she know?
What a coinkydink.
Okay, I shed a single tear. It's like, wow, she's impressive.
So, Lenny, you lift up just a little corner of the newspaper and you don't see anything.
No.
You can't see a lot, but you don't see anything.
what do you see?
Jack shit. I open the door.
All right, you open the door.
why do
how do
you-
you open it?
Just casually.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched a horror movie, Mims? Like, do you know not to open the door when there's an anonymous knock?
I'm gonna hide my scimitar like along the door frame just to see if anybody like makes sure no one sees
I
it.
do have one hand on bonk.
Okay, and by that I meant like, do you open it like quickly or do you open it
it's
slowly like?
normal speed.
Hey, what's up?
Normal speed. It's not like, hey, come in.
Pizza?
Want some tea?
Casually, I love that. But so you open the door and there's nothing, you don't see anything like at your eye level, but you do look down and there's a piece of paper on the ground. And in the same really terrible handwriting that you saw in the note that Aklis was given in the first session, terrible handwriting that says leave.
I have. I've made a
Gasp.
connection in my brain.
I
Tell me.
Bad handwriting. Her missing child.
Child.
What's the idea
grab
behind
the
that?
note.
Oh,
I shut the door quietly because I don't want to wake
Is
up
it some
the
sort of
lady.
demon spawn?
You grab the note and bring.
Never.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I ask what they
Yeah.
see.
I just show everybody the note.
But these two are upstairs.
It's the same
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
I still kind of want. Is
But
there? Are there
you saw
windows
the child's room,
in
right?
this room?
Yeah, but
Okay,
they are
you did
covered
that.
in curtains.
Is it? Where is the room positioned? Like in reference of like the front door, back door of the house.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
ask.
I would say that those windows would overlook the back porch.
We're looking out the window.
Yeah, that's what I was
Like
literally gonna ask. I was like, I want to look out the windows.
Okay, so we'll take a pause. Oh, that's not true. All right, as he's opening the door and getting the note, you guys go to open the windows and there's newspaper on the windows. So,
Yeah.
I don't peel back the newspaper because I don't really want to make sound to wake her up. I guess. Yeah.
Can I go examine her? Like anything like on her, like sneakily, like just kind of like I am a thief.
You're gonna touch her? Oh, okay.
like
Wait.
pocket her. See if,
Well,
if
but-
there's anything in her pockets or anything. Are you gonna hold me back?
I will. Yes.
Okay.
I'll be like, hey, I don't think now is the time for that.
Okay.
I think
I'll
we
listen
should
to you. I'll listen to you.
leave her alone and maybe look at the room more because I feel like something's going on with the way the house is, the way she is. That children's room is really weirding me out. And I make the mental connection that the note was scrawled in really bad handwriting. And I'm like, that note was in really bad handwriting. And it seems like she's being tormented by a child. I don't know if there's a connection, but it's weird. All of this is
It is
weird.
weird,
I think
yeah.
we should look at this room more and leave her alone.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna take a pause there and go back to you guys.
Yeah, when I see Lenny say, tell me the note, I'm going to go to the front door and I'm going to kind of open it and see if anyone's there. Still hiding my scimitar in that door frame as well.
Make a perception check.
Fuck me, another natural 20.
Oh my
I thought you were
god!
gonna say a 1.
Yeah, you said perception check?
Mm-hmm.
So 20.
You don't see anything.
My goodness.
You're killing us,
This is
Savannah.
what happens to me in all my games too. I get natural 20s when there's nothing to find. Oh.
God damn.
Shit, I shouldn't have been.
Yeah,
doing
I
like-
see the coast is clear and the scimitar vanishes from my hand.
Okay.
When I noticed that, I let go of bonk.
Okay.
Okay.
My question's really random. Is she human?
Yeah, she's a
Okay,
human.
Thank you. That's all I
She,
wanted.
just to reiterate, she's like, I think this is how I described her in the last game. She is like long, kind of almost how my hair looks right now, except a little bit messier. Brown, curly, and about in her 30s, human woman.
Okay.
And she's dressed like pretty, like she's dressed casually, but it is a little bit fancier clothes. But it doesn't look like she's like dressing to impress. Like this is just her clothes.
I have a question.
Yes.
What is the note written in? Is it ink, pencil?
Crayon.
It's pencil.
On paper.
Mm-hmm. Or I guess it would be like, it wouldn't be pencil. It would be ink. It would be ink.
I was about to say, is
What
your pencil
color?
bag in there?
Black.
This whole child thing's weirding me out. I got a bad feeling about this, knowing how I DM games.
So who's holding the note, or do we just see it on the ground?
I've picked it up and I'm
I think I
showing
know
it
what
around.
happened.
Can I do a perception check on the note? To see if there's anything,
What are
like
you
any
looking for?
smell, or like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just making things up.
No,
but, like,
I mean, just tell me what you're looking for, and
Okay.
then I can.
I guess, can I see if there's like any sort of noticeable scent? I don't know if that's a. I guess it just smells like paper.
All right, yeah, it smells like paper.
All right.
You give it a good whiff, and it smells like paper and ink.
Smells like a sweaty wizard. I don't know what I was looking for.
Sweaty wizard.
Should one of us sneak up there and tell the other two what's going on?
Yeah, I'd say bring him back down here. We kind of need to have a bit of a chat.
Little powwow.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess so.
Do
we know do we know that they're in the bedroom?
You don't know which bedroom they're in, but you do know that they're upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna start kind of quietly making my way up.
Do we all go upstairs?
I think I should just go. We don't want to make too much ruckus going up the stairs and waking her up all elephanting up.
All right.
So Phineas walks upstairs. Which room do you go into?
I'm gonna go. Do I notice an empty or like an open door?
Yeah, I'll say that the left door is still open,
Yeah, I will peek my head in.
and nobody's there.
The first closed door on my right, I'm just gonna kind of peek my head into as well.
When you open up that door, it is also empty. I mean, nobody's in there, but it's like a study. Like there's like bookshelves with books, and this room actually seems to be like the most lived in room. Where there's like you don't see any signs of dust. There's books. There's a desk that has like a book on it, like with a bookmark.
Can I see what book that is on the desk?
Yeah, you go up to the book and it doesn't have like a sleeve or anything that has the name of the book in it, but like if you pick up the book and look at the first couple pages, it does look like some sort of like fiction thing. Like it doesn't seem to have any significance to you.
Okay. Put it down. Is there anything else kind of in the study that would pique my attention, like something on another table or on the bookshelf itself?
Make an investigation check.
7.
No, it just kind of looks like a normal study.
Okay.
You do notice with that, though, that there are some knick-knacky type things in this room.
Okay.
And it seems like this is the only room that has that kind of stuff in it.
Okay.
So you do note that, and that does seem interesting to you. So by process of elimination, there's only one room left. So let's take a pause. You're just about to open that door. What are you two doing during this?
I want to look around the room because I have a really weird feeling that the kid thing is connected to the note, because it just seems weird that she's being targeted by something that's writing in childlike handwriting when her child room is completely abandoned and there's no sign of a child ever existing in the house except for in that room. No pictures, nothing. It's all in that room that's been basically turned into a tomb. Whether I think she did something, or the kid died, or the kid she gave it away for some reason
somehow, like,
or
It's
she had a
illegal
kid
to
that
buy.
she didn't want with something that wanted to have a kid with her, because that's how D&D goes when it comes to specifically demons.
Nephilim child.
I
think we discussed all this too. Like,
and my being Fae, I would have like, there's a lot of like weird trickster shit when it comes to like kids. I don't know. I just feel like I have
steal kids too. I know how this shit goes.
I don't steal children.
But you definitely know a child
I know
or two
instances,
that's
like changelings are a thing. Like things like that exist in the world, and I just there's just a feeling that this is connected. That or somebody is hardcore tormenting her about her kid in a childlike way because
so are
something
you
happened.
telling me this?
We've communicated this.
Okay, because like I think I would communicate to you like
Yeah.
there was no other presence. Like there was nothing I smelled like outside. Like what else could it be? Like we didn't see anybody. Like
And I like was really suspicious of that note when she handed it to me because she targeted at me in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we saw that room, and it's nothing else is in the house that's like that. Even amongst the things that they told us were in the family belongings, there was no child. It was all her childhood, according to
seems
them.
like she hadn't been in that room for a while.
Yeah, like it seems like a tomb.
So you want to investigate the room?
Yeah, just
Roll an investigation check.
Can I look in the bedside table or bedside? Yeah,
Yeah, so you can also roll me an investigation check.
which is
You roll a d20 and then add your intelligence modifier to it.
unnatural
13.
20.
Dirty 20.
13, and then
Dirty 20.
intelligence,
Yes.
which would be the bottom number or the top one.
It's the smaller number. It's your plus
11.
number. No, so
it's
that's your base. So
the
you
smaller
have a
one, so 0.
yeah.
So 13.
Okay. So you open up the bedside table and there's books in it. Like it's not. It just kind of seems like a little junky, like almost kind of like a junk drawer. But you do notice a tiny little acorn sitting on the top of the bedside table. So you don't really find anything much of note. Aklis, you find. What do you find? You find a locked box, I would say. So you like are opening up these drawers that have clothes in them, and as you are searching through them, there is a locked little metal box in one of the drawers.
You're a rogue. You have lockpicking.
I don't know.
You probably do.
You probably have a lockpicking kit or something, and you would have proficiency in it.
Okay,
I would
yeah.
imagine.
Okay. Do you call me over?
Yeah.
Okay.
The one
Yes.
spell I didn't pick was the thing to unlock things.
Alright, so what do I do for that?
Shit, what do you do?
D20 plus your
your proficiency.
proficiency modifier and dex mod.
Yeah.
So your proficiency bonus is right
Okay.
there, plus your dexterity mod.
Okay. 5.
Uh-oh.
Plus
plus 3 and plus 3.
so 12.
So 12.
Okay. That's enough. You take your lockpicking kit, and it was a pretty simple lock, and you pop it open, and inside there are letters.
Ooh.
Okay.
What do these letters say?
Well, before you get a chance to read them, Phineas does open the door, and
Oh, there you go. Hey, we found a note. Someone knocked at the back door while you guys were up here and just said, leave.
Was it written in children's handwriting?
Exact same.
I shoot a look at my friend here.
Wow, it's very peculiar.
Yeah, I wonder if that has any connection.
What the hell is this room? Jesus. Is this a children's...
We're not in the
no,
children's
not
you're
the
in her
children's
room.
room.
You're
Oh,
in
you're in
Inlay's
her
bedroom.
room.
Yeah.
Okay, my fault.
No, it's all good.
What did you find anything?
Well,
What?
I look to you. To Aklis.
Do I still have this these letters in my hand? I haven't gotten to read them.
No. I'd say that she opened the box
And didn't take them out.
and you saw that letters were in it.
Did
And then
I
Phineas opened the door.
see anything at all before he opened the door on the letters, like a name, anything?
No. I mean, yes. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. You would see like that they are addressed to Inlay.
Okay.
I kind of look to Atlas like, what if we do? Like, what do you want to do?
I think we have to put it away for now. I don't think we can actually look at this right now because there's now a third person here, and it's a lot harder to be sneaky in a room with someone sleeping when there's a third person here.
Yeah, I will say that she definitely is like, she's not waking up, but she is starting. She tossed
Can
and
we
turned
like?
a little bit.
Can we like take the letters with us? Like,
I don't think we should.
you don't think we should? Okay, like tuck it away.
I think we leave them where they are because then they don't know that we found them.
Okay.
So,
Like,
and
close
then
it, but
I go to
it's-
you and I was like, we'll update you downstairs.
All right. I'll make my way out and go downstairs.
All right. Do you guys follow him?
I
Is
definitely.
she, how close to waking up is she?
She's she definitely like seemed like she stirred a bit, like that she's not in as deep of a sleep as she is. She's definitely still asleep, but like I think it got a little noisy to the point where she kind of almost started to wake up.
I go to you. I'll be down there in a minute.
Okay. I'm gonna sneak out with him.
Would I have noticed the letters in their hand in
They
the
weren't.
brief time
They were
that I was...
still in the box.
Oh, there. So
Yeah.
what I've noticed, like they were kind of rummaging.
Yes. Now roll a perception check to see if you notice what Aklis had in her hand,
And I trust you to
or what
explain.
Sumis would have had in her hand.
Perception.
I'll explain.
5.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
You just saw them looking through her
Don't say
clothes
the
door.
letters.
Okay.
Say the you know. You understand. But the children's room's important, I think.
Okay. So explain everything that we discussed. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys go downstairs. You want to read the notes?
No.
Oh.
It's not what I want to do. I actually want to wake her up.
Imagination Fun Times, Dungeons & Dragons with the Alchemical Actors is recorded live in front of our Discord community. Join us there at the Occult Confessions Discord today.